Hi, hello everyone. Welcome back to my channel and you are watching my channel DNA Learning School and my name is Dhananjay. Last time we discussed about the different things related to human eye and colorful world. And today I have come out with a new concept and new topic called electricity. So what is electricity, children? So do you know about anything about electricity? Yes, so it is a form of energy, right? So whatever the sources of energy that we are using today, we are all depending on energy. Even cooking, ironing, light energy, all sorts of energy. Yes or no? So nowadays, you know what it has become? So it's very difficult for us to, live without electricity, right? We are so bound to the electricity. Even everywhere we use electricity. Then have you any time have you wondered about what is electricity? So now in today's topic, let us explore about this. So what is electricity? What is the actual meaning of electricity, children? So electricity, the basic definition of what is electricity means the rate of flow of charge. The rate of flow of charge. Rate of flow of charge. Okay, so electricity definition you know. So this can be asked for the 1 mark question. What is electricity means? Just you will write the rate of flow of charge. Then what is charge? What is charge then? So right. So there are certain meanings should be there. What is a charge? So the charge means electrons. So what do you mean by charge, children? Electrons. Okay, so again, do you know about electrons? Yes, you know, you have studied in the previous classes, right? So proton, neutron, electron, these are the three constituents of which one? Yes, you are talking about, it is right, we are talking about atom. So then what is the connection between an atom and an electron here? Okay, so electron. So let us take one example. So I have taken an iron rod, a long iron rod I have taken. So what is there inside? What does it the iron is made up of? Iron is made up of millions of atoms. Yes or no? Millions of an atom. So suppose millions of atoms will be there. So definitely will be there, right? So millions of atoms. Okay. So then when does this produce an electricity? When does the electricity will come here? So now what I will do? Now I will take the iron rod. So when I touch the iron rod, does anything happens for me? No, nothing. Why? Because there is no electricity is flowing through the iron. There is no electricity. Then when will the electricity flow? When the flow of electrons takes place. Did you understand? So it contains an atom. Here in atom, what the three major things you know? Yes or no? So which are they? First is proton. The next one is neutron. And around this, what it will be there? Electrons. So yes or no? So this is one type of an atom. So one atom I have taken. I will take another adjacent atom. Same things will be there. So proton and neutron and it is surrounded by electrons. So now I will take another adjacent atom. Same. Proton, neutron and electron. Okay, here electron, proton, neutron, electron is there, and here I am marking an empty spaces here. Okay, so an electrons will be revolve around the nucleus. You know everything about, right? That in the previous classes you already learnt about what is proton, neutron, electron and everything you know. So now you know what happens. So there will be, see here, for example, here electron is there. Okay. So now, so you know what happens due to some reasons. So there will be some gap in the, in the hole. A hole will be created. A gap is created in an atom around its orbit. Okay. So now electron space is there. In that a gap is been created. Okay. So when this gap is being created, you know what happens? This electron is there, no? That will jump to the next electron. Okay, so this electron is there, no? That will jump to the next electron, and this will become an empty space. It will leave an empty space here, and it jumps to the next orbit. Okay, so this will be filled by the next electrons. So this will be filled by the adjacent electron. Like that, when the electrons keeps moving from an atom to an atom, you know what happens? So electron starts moving, which produces electricity in the iron rod. Okay, so now you got to know the one thing. So if any electrons moves in a circuit, then it produces electricity. So which means we come to the basic answer. What is electricity means? The rate of flow of charge or electrons is called electricity. Okay, so now let us take, I'll give another example for you. So that I have taken a shell. Okay, have you seen shell in your home and all? We use, no? So, you know, everyday shell, you know, so certain kind of shells we are using, right? So here, inside the shell, how it looks like? See, inside the shell, it will have two compartments here. Two regions will be there. In the first region, it is full of positive charge. Okay, so positive charge in the sense what? It has a more number of holes. Holes will be present. So many atoms are there here. Here in that, what happens? So many, you know, holes will be created. Holes are, so many of atoms will be there that contains many holes. Okay, and here it has another compartment here. You know what happens? It contains negative charge. So here, what do you say about positive charge and negative charge? What is a negatively charged atom? A negatively charged atom contains more number of electrons. Okay, so negatively charged atom contains more number of electrons, where positively charged atom contains more number of holes. These are called holes. Okay, suppose more extra electrons. See, I have taken a few number of atoms here. Here more extra electrons are there. Electrons are more. Then it is called negatively charged body or negatively charged atom. Did you understand? Suppose if it contains more number of holes, so then it is called a positively charged holes. Okay, how can we create a positive charge and a negative charge? So we can create, so many various techniques are there. In that, one of the technique is, you know, when you rub your hair comb. You know, when you rub your hair comb vigorously with the hair comb, and then you bring that hair comb near the piece of papers. What happens? So piece of papers are being attracted by the hair comb. Why is so? Because see, few number of electrons, whatever the air which is on my hair will accumulate on the hair comb. So hence hair comb will become a positively charged. Okay, so negatively charged. So because more number of electrons is being added on the hair comb. So then what happens? Hair comb will attract a neutrally charged body. Neutrally charged. So piece of papers are not charged. So neutrally charged body is being attracted. So this is called static electricity. So static electricity, this is the charge by friction. So this we can make. And also take a balloon, rub it on vigorously on, fill it up with air, and rub it on your shirt or any cloth, and put it on the wall. Definitely what happens? It attracted towards the wall and it stays there only. That is being charged body attract another charged body. So that is called, there is an exchange of electrons takes place. Okay, likewise here in a cell, so this is called as a cell. Okay, in a cell it is already chemical energy is being there, which is already being, it has been already created some kind of positive charge on the one side and some kind of negatively charged atoms on the other side. So now what happens? I will take a wire. This is positive charge and this is negatively charged. So now I'll take a long wire. Now I'll take a long wire. Then what I will do is, then I'll connect it to the bulb, and this is the bulb. I will connect to the bulb. So when I connect to the bulb, when I give a path, you know what happens? All these electrons, more electrons will rush towards positive charge. So from this you have to conclude electrons flow from negatively charged particle, negative terminal to positive terminal. Negative terminal to positive terminal. So whenever there is a flow of electrons in a body, opposite to that conventional current flows. So immediately the current will be produced in the body in the opposite direction, like this. Opposite direction always. Whenever an electron flows through an iron rod, the current will produce immediately. Now if I touch an iron rod, I will get an electric shock because the current is there. Did you understand the concept? So the electrons flow from negative terminal to positive terminal. So why they flow? So there is some reason should be there, no? Because that all the electrons are being attracted towards proton. They have to fill the holes. Did you understand? They have to fill the holes. Holes are being filled. Why they have to fill the holes? So because hole is an empty space, that they needed electrons so that the atom gains stability. To get the stability of an atom, all these electrons will flow towards the positive charge and they fill. Did you understand? So when all the electrons will flow and they will fill all the charges. Okay, so when all the charges fill up here, all the positive charge, you know what happens? So first, the electricity is produced and the bulb starts to glow. When all the charges goes and it completely fills, the cell becomes dead cell because nothing is there to pull them. So you know what happens? This is called an electricity. So what is an electricity if they ask you? It is called rate of flow of charge or rate of flow of electrons. Okay, so next. So here I have created a circuit. Okay, do you understand? So I have drawn, so these are the wires, and this is the bulb, and this is being this shell. Okay, so this is called electric circuit. Okay, electric circuit. So this is called electric circuit. What is electric circuit? You have to write the definition. The closed and continuous path of electric current. Okay, so closed and continuous path. So here you see, so instead cell is there. Instead of that, I can just add a symbolic representation. So what is that means? Positive terminal we will write like this in a bigger, the negative terminal we write like this. So negative terminal is like this. So this is called an electric circuit. Okay, so what is an electric circuit? The closed and continuous path of electric current is called as electric circuit. Okay, we'll proceed with the topic. So next is, okay, so we wrote the definition, rate of flow of charge. Okay, we discussed about charge and what is rate. Okay, why they have given a word called rate? So actually current will not be calculated only if the electron flows. Okay, it is associated, current is equals to, it is associated with one more thing, current is equals to charge by time. Okay, so current is associated with charge by time. Current is directly proportional to charge and it is inversely proportional to time. So current, the symbol of the current, how do we represent the current? We represent the current by a symbol called I. And charge means the electrons, right? So electrons, how do we represent the electrons? The electrons is being represented by the Q. And how do we represent time? T. So I is equals to Q by T is the formula for electric current. Very, very important. Okay, so most of the times they will ask you the formula and problems. So if they ask you I, what is write that formula for current means I is equals to Q by T. Okay, if they will ask you any problems means I is equals to Q by T, you can easily write. So here also I can, so if you want to find a T, if you want to find, what do? Just send T here, then T is equals to Q by I. I can write I, T is equals to Q by I. Suppose you want to find Q, so what do? Same, send I that side and do not, suppose if you want to find T, you will send T here and I down. So it becomes T is equals to Q by T. But if you want to find only Q, what do? You will send I here, IT or TI, no problem. Q is equals to IT. So these are the various, kind of formula that we use to calculate problems. So whichever the problems you want to solve, we will use these three problems. Okay, so let us come back to, charge. So we have SI unit. So unit of current. So what is the unit of current? So unit of current, the current is represented, calculated, it is measured by a unit called ampere. Ampere. So ampere, whenever you want to write, A should be small letter ampere, or we will say capital letter ampere, A. Okay, so or it is also, so what is the SI unit of charge? The charge SI unit is coulomb. Coulomb. Coulomb is the SI unit of charge. Okay, or we simply say capital C. Okay, that is a unit of charge. What do you mean by unit? See, mass is being measured in kg. Suppose you want to measure a distance. How do you measure a distance? We measure a distance by meter. Yes or no? So how do we measure a time? We measure a time by seconds. So these are all called SI units. SI means system of international units. Like that, in units also, when we measure current also in a certain unit. That certain unit is called ampere. What do we call that? That certain unit? Ampere. Or we can also call it as coulomb per second. Coulomb per second or ampere is the SI unit of what SI unit of current. Did you understand? So okay, 1 ampere. So we define current as 1 ampere. When do we define 1 ampere? When 1 coulomb of charge flows across a conductor for 1 second, then it is called 1 coulomb of charge. Okay, 1 ampere is equals to 1 coulomb per 1 second. So, okay, 1 ampere of current is going. So, which means how many electron has to go? So, 1 coulomb of charge means nearly 6 into 10 to the power of 18 number of electrons we have to flow in 1 second. So, 6 into 10 to the power of 18 electrons. They have to flow in 1 second. In 1 second, we say that 1 ampere of current is flowing. Did you understand, children? Any doubts? So, 6 into 10 power 18 means you can just imagine 6 followed by 18 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 like that. Okay. So, any doubts? Did you understand? So 1 coulomb of charge means 6 into 10 to the power of 18 electron. So that much of electron has to flow in a circuit for 1 second. We say that the current is 1 ampere. So how? See, 6 followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 like that. 18 zeros, children. So it is not at all, it is a lakh, crores of, that many electrons they have to flow in charge in 1 second. We say that 1 ampere of current is flowing. Did you understand? So how many electrons for 1 coulomb of charge? 1 coulomb of charge, there are 6 into 10 power 18 number of electrons. 6 into 10 power 18 electrons will flow in a charge in for 1 ampere of current. So what about for 2 ampere? Can you tell me? Yes, tell me. So 2 ampere means 2 coulomb of charge. 2 coulomb of charge flows in 1 second. So 2 coulomb of charge means what? 2 into 6 into 10 power 18 electrons. 6 2s are 12. 12 into 10 power of 18. 18 electrons have to flow in 1 second. We say that 2 coulomb of charge. And this is about 1 coulomb of charge. And they will ask you a question. Define the unit of current. So define the unit of current means what do you write the answer? So define the unit of current means 1 ampere you have to define. Did you understand? So 1 ampere is equals to, so if 1 coulomb of charge flows in 1 second, we say that 1 ampere of current. So which means 1 coulomb of charge, how many it contains? 1 coulomb of charge contains 6 into 10 to the power of 18 number of electrons. Okay, 6 into 10 to the power of 18 number of. Then what is the charge of 1 electron? So 1 electron's charge you want to find means you send here down. So 1 by 1, 6 into 10 power 18 coulomb. When you divide this, you will get 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 coulomb is 1 electron. So 1 electron is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 means, so it is 16 by followed by into 10 to the power of 19, which means 16 by followed by 20 zeros. 20 zeros. So 0.000000, so much of less is charge of just 1 electron. So 1 electron is very negligible. So, did you understand what is current? So, current definition is the rate of flow of charge. What do you mean by rate? The time. Whenever you compare something with time, then it is called a rate. Did you understand? Now, I am comparing what? Charge. Charge means what? Electrons. I am comparing the flow of electrons with time. Okay. So, time is inversely related to current. As the time increases, what happens to the current? Current decreases. As charge is directly proportional, it directly depends on. As the charge increases, what happens to the current? Current also increases. Okay. So these are all the things that you want to know about current. And one more thing is ammeter. What is ammeter? Have you seen ammeter? Okay. So you will see ammeter. It will be like this. Okay. So what is an ammeter? Ammeter, the device which is used to measure, what does it use to measure? It is to measure electric current. The device which is used to measure electric current is called ammeter. Okay, so what is the symbol of ammeter? So in an electric symbol, we will write like this, ammeter, A. Okay, how do we connect ammeter? So very important, children. Ammeter always connected in series connection. So very important. Ammeter is always connected in series connection. What is ammeter? The device which is used to measure the electric current is called ammeter. Okay, how do we connect the ammeter? The ammeter is being connected in series connection. What is series connection? Now I will tell you. Here you see, here one circuit I have drawn. Okay, so now what I will do, one end I will connect here, one end I will connect here, one end I will connect here like this. Okay, what happens when the current comes? When the current comes, it flows through like this, through the ammeter. Did you understand the series connection? The current will flow through it. This is called series connection. And one more thing, ammeter also has positive and negative terminal, children. Positive terminal always connected to the positive, negative terminal always connected to the negative. Okay, and it is connected in series connection. They will ask you, why do we connect? Because it is connected in a series connection because to measure the amount of current the amount of current flowing through the circuit, very very important. Note down, you have to note down. They will ask you the question, what is the ammeter, how do you connect, why do you connect? Did you understand? So which are all the important questions from this? What is the electric current? Okay, what is the electric circuit? And define the unit of current, or define 1 ampere. Did you understand? And what what is ammeter, how do you connect, why do you connect? And the formulas are important. They will ask you to find the in a problems and all, we will use the formula I is equals to Q by T, T is equals to Q by I, Q is equals to I into T or T into I. You can write in anywhere. So these are the very important things you need to note down.